and welcome to Wisdom with Grace Yoga. My name is Sophie, and today I have a Shavasana practice for you. Shavasana, which translates as corpse pose, is one of the most important and often one of the most overlooked postures in yoga. You never want to skip Shavasana, so I'm glad you joined me today, and I hope this video becomes one that you come to again and again, because Shavasana helps us integrate and process what we just practiced. I want you to find the most comfortable position for you. If seated is the most comfortable position for you, absolutely you can do Shavasana in seated position, but we're going to do a traditional Shavasana lying on our backs. Another Shavasana you can do is lying on your belly with a blanket underneath your forehead. If you're dealing with any sort of depression, that can be a nice one too. Or for some reason you can't lie on your back. But I'll be showing you the reclined on your back position today. And the objective of Shavasana is to, like the name says, it's corpse pose. We're literally pretending that our bodies are dead, so they're completely still and devoid of any movement or sensation. So we don't want to do any fancy postures, yin postures, while we're in Shavasana. We want to feel the body relax, and we want to maintain stillness. So anytime you feel a little itch or something distracts you, try your best not to move, which is a little easier said than done, especially if you're just starting out. So I recommend, I always say this at the end of class, is to get all your movements out. So if you need to dance, you need to wiggle, you need to put some warmer clothing on, take a minute and give yourself that opportunity to let all the energy and movement out of your body first. So when you're ready, I am using a blanket underneath my head today. When you're using any sort of prop underneath your head, we don't want to elevate our head too high up off the ground. So just a thin blanket can do well. If you need some support underneath your neck, you can roll up a little bit of a ledge here, and that just goes right underneath the occipital bone, right underneath the head. I also have a bolster here, but before you use the bolster, just test out your hip flexors in this posture. And see what it feels like to have, and I'll roll this blanket up underneath my occipital bone just to show you what that looks like. So we're not bringing the head like this onto a pillow. We're just bringing this underneath that ledge so our neck has some support here, and then the head comes pretty much in line with the floor. So while you're here, if you notice there's a large arch in your back, then walk your feet back in, lift the hips and walk them a little closer to the feet, and then extend the feet back out. If you're noticing your shoulders are coming off the mat, then grab the edges of the mat, lift your shoulder blades and walk them down. Tuck your chin under and find some length here through the neck. The feet are fairly wide, a little wider than the mat. And if you're noticing some tightness here through the low back, I invite you to just hold for a few moments to see if that settles and dissolves. If it doesn't, or it starts to worsen, then absolutely grab a bolster underneath your knees. So we'll be in Shavasana for about 15 minutes. Your arms are by your side. Palms open, keeps the shoulders in alignment here. If it feels more comfortable to bring your hands to your rib cage, that's absolutely an option here. Find what's the most comfortable here in your body and resolve to remain still for about 15 minutes. I will be offering a guided meditation to help you relax further and settle into this posture. And just noticing the breath rise and fall. On your next exhale, empty out all the air. And then take a big belly breath in. And exhale. Let it all go. Imagine underneath your feet a beautiful white light. This light contains peace and relaxation. Breathing this light in through the feet. Feeling a sense of relaxation flow through the toes, the heels, the ankles, the shins and the calves and the knees, through the thighs and the hips, feeling a sense of relaxation through the entire legs. And the light begins to fill up through the hips, feeling your low back relax and release and soften. As the light travels up each vertebrae of the spine, illuminating as it aligns through the spine. The light rests in the belly, taking another breath in. Exhale, allowing the belly to soften, your mid-back to soften, as the light continues to travel up each vertebrae, filling up your chest cavity, your heart center, breathing it in through the belly. Exhale, the light travels through your arms, your hands, and your fingertips, feeling your upper body completely relax. And the light travels up through the throat, feeling your jaw relax, your tongue soften from the roof of your mouth. Your teeth part slightly. Your eyelids perhaps get a little heavy here, feeling all the muscles of your forehead soften and release. All the tiny muscles through your skull relax, and imagine the crown of your head opening as this light begins to pour around you, creating a bubble of light 365 degrees. You now are completely illuminated and encased in a beautiful white light of peace and relaxation. You observe in this light little speckles of dust, dancing and swaying in the light. These particles are there to represent anything that no longer serves you, that you no longer need to take with you, that you can let go. Any distortions or anything that you can leave here on the mat before you head out through the day. Imagine these particles start to sway and drift, floating down to the earth. Being absorbed by the earth just like tiny snowflakes, to be renewed and restored. You now are encased by a purified white light, completely clear. In this light, there is nothing you need to do, nowhere else you need to be. You are safe. You're at peace with the world and with yourself. taking a sip of air in. Bringing your awareness back to the space around you. Feeling into the physical body, stretching the fingers or the toes, rocking the head side to side. And when you're ready, walking the soles of the feet to the mat, drawing the knees into the chest, and rock over onto the right hand side in the fetal position. Press your way up to a comfortable seat. And we'll seal our practice with 3 ohms because this is the manifesting yoga channel. Om helps us to remove any obstacles in the way of our manifestation. So taking a deep breath in. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in the Shavasana practice today. I will finish with saying, the light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Namaste.